Victory Field for this November matchup between the 6-1 Boston Latin Academy Wolfpack and your Drake-It Middies. The Wolfpack come into this evening's game 6-1, having only lost to East Boston High School 12-10. Meanwhile, your Middies are still searching for their first victory of the season, but they had a good offensive showing last weekend against Lowell High School, where they lost 56-36.
Non-league varsity football game between the visiting Wolfpack of the Boston Latin School and your Drake-It Middies.
And we join you with the captains preparing to walk to the middle of the field in their last home game of the season.
We ask everyone please reinforce the sportsmanship of the game. This means please respect all players, officials, coaches, and spectators. We thank you for the cooperation. Now in midfield, the captains join the officials for the coin toss.
Gotcha. So it's actually the Boston Latin Wolfpack. I was told it was the Boston Latin Academy, and Boston Latin is actually 2-5, plays in the Dual County League. Dual County small, of course, which includes Newton South, Acton Boxborough, Concord Carlisle, Lincoln Sudbury, Bedford High School, which is over in Tewksbury this evening.
Defers to the second half. The Boston Latin Wolfpack will receive the opening kickoff.
So the Middies win the toss and defer to the second half. They will kick off to the Wolfpack, who are again 2-5, which would explain why I couldn't find them in the playoffs. And now we take this moment to pledge allegiance to the flag and listen to the national anthem performed by the Drake-It High School Middies Band.
Let's go!
At this time, we ask everyone please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and all those who have served and continue to serve our country with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner live by your Drake-It High School Marching Middies.
Nice performance by the Drake-It High School Marching Middies. And the teams go to their respective ends of the field. The Middies will be defending the high school side of the field, while kicking off to the track side of the field and the end zone stands. Josh Gagnon has the ball. He's jogging out to the 40-yard line on this rather chilly November evening. Temperatures at game time are approximately 45 degrees. Hopefully the turf is absorb some heat and maybe will be a little more comfortable for the players tonight. Gagnon lines it up, waits for the whistle, and kicks it off. It's down the right-hand side to about the 15. And the Wolfpack do the same thing the Middies do. They swap the handoff, and the ball carrier takes it out to about the 35. On the return, that was number 8 for the Wolfpack, Liam Rowland, a wide receiver, 6'2", class of 2022, so he's a
The
senior.
Wolfpack will begin the offensive drive at their own 36-yard line.
And they line up. 1st and 10, balls out at the 36. So we got 1 yard more. Number 6, Doug George, is the quarterback. He takes the snap in a single back set, hands it off to number 5, where he's met at the line of scrimmage. Michael Chukwu is met by a host of middies, led by number 52.
A handoff number 6, Douglas George.
Robert Grasso,
to
the
number
senior.
5, Michael Chukwu. A loss of 2 yards.
And it's a loss of a yard.
2nd and 12.
2nd and 11, I should say. Quarterback looks out to his right-hand side, yells something. George yells to the 2 wide receivers wide left, 1 wide receiver wide left. Hands off again on a sweep around the end. Number 5, Michael Chukwu with the carry again. He gets about 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards. They're going to mark the ball out at the,
it's a gain of 4 yards.
looks about the 40, oh, no, there it is. 37, 38-yard line. So it would be 3. So it is 3rd and 8 with 11:09 to go in the first quarter.
Own 38.
George calling signals, takes the pass. Oh! Almost picked off. Number 10 for the Middies. Mitchell Cripps gets in the way. So we have 4th down
The Wolfpack.
and 8 yards for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. They should be kicking away, and it looks like George will do the kicking as well, the punting. He's standing at his 25-yard line. Snap is a little high. He steps back. He gets it away. The left-footed kicker gets it down inside the 35 to about the 33, maybe 34-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 33-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Middies, 10:48 to go in the first quarter, when we have no score.
The Middies will
Jake
start
Penn
on offense from their own
Gets some
34-yard line.
encouragement from Coach McKenzie on the sideline, jogs out to the huddle. Lets them know what they're thinking, what the play is.
After a 27-yard punt by the Wolfpack. 1st and 10.
And so we have the
Middies.
standard formation for the Middies, single back in a pistol formation, 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Penn hands it off. Oh, he fumbles the ball! Number 14 for the Middies. Colin Arsenault fumbles the handoff. Recovered by the Boston Latin Wolfpack. They'll take over at the 33-yard line, so that run lost a yard. Doesn't look, let's look at the replay. Doesn't look like he ever really got, nope. He pushed it with his right hand. He pushed it out of the pocket, so to speak.
1st and 10 for the Wolfpack.
Can't say that's cold. That's just lack of concentration, I think. So the Wolfpack now have it inside Middies territory. 1st and 10 at the 33, 10:41 to go on the first quarter clock. They take the snap, hands off to number 5 in the backfield. Chukwu, he's stopped for a loss by number 10, Mitch Cripps, and number 28, Kai McDonald. Ishmael Zawawi, my apologies.
Loss of 3 yards in the play.
Ball's out back at the 30-yard line now.
From the Middies 30.
So that was on the 27 originally, my mistake. So it's 2nd and 13 from the 30. Got to get to about the 17-yard line of the Middies. Offset left. George takes the snap. He looks to the right. He throws it out to number 36, who's probably met, and it's incomplete. He dropped the ball. Number 26, Andre Boras, with the pass breakup.
Pass is ruled incomplete.
So now we have 3rd and 13 from the 30-yard line for the Middies. Defense, they've got looking good out. And we got 2 wide left, single wide right, single back offset. George takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's looking down the right side. He throws it up there. He's got a receiver who's out of bounds. No flag. Number 2 is begging for a flag.
Pass number 6, Douglas George is
That's Brandon
incomplete,
Lau.
out of bounds.
A senior.
4th and 13,
Lau is
Wolfpack.
mystified at
Back
how
to
he
the
didn't
line.
get a flag on that play for pass interference, but looking back at the ball, the defender knocked it away and knocked him out of bounds, so he had no chance of getting the first down or anything. And so it looks like they're going to go for it. We've got 2 wide to the left, single wide left, a wide right, my right. Oh, Trips left now. No back in the backfield. He's looking, he's under pressure. Number 28 takes him down. Ishmael Zawawi with the sack.
The
Loss of
quarterback
about
is
11,
sacked
maybe
in the
12 on the play.
For a loss of 11 yards. And the Middies will
And the
start
Middies
the
will
ball
take
at
over
their own
1st and 10
41-yard
at the
line.
41-yard
1st
line.
and 10, Drake.
Just look at that. He came around left end, inside. He just beat his man and then beat George to the corner. George had no chance to turn it up at all. Excellent defense by the Middies there. So 1st and 10 from the 42. Middies come with trips to the left, single wide right, offset, nope, pistol in the back. Penn call signals, takes the handoff, gives it to right back to Colin Arsenault. Arsenault's fighting for yardage. He gets about to the 45 maybe, but it's probably only going to be outside the 44. Nice run by Arsenault there, getting 3 yards. They gave it to him from the 26 to the 40, the 41 to the 45, so that's a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Middies from their own 45-yard line.
Middies calling signals. Penn has them in the huddle. They come out with single wide left in Kai McDonald. Trips to the right. Calling signals offset backfield. And he's going to hand off to Colin Arsenault again, who goes around the left edge. He's got the corner. He's over the 50, over the 40. He's inside the 35, to the 30. He gets it down to the 25 before he's tackled by number 61 of Boston Latin.
Handoff from Jacob Penn.
That's
Paul Arsenault
Eamon Donovan.
for a 30-yard gain for your Dragon Middies.
Eamon Donovan. I apologize if I start to lose my voice. This is becoming a rather exciting game. And so the Middies will have 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. What an excellent run by him. He breaks a tackle at the 40, breaks number 2's tackle. That's Brandon Lau. Gets out of a shoestring tackle again at the 30. That's number 7. And there is no number 7, so maybe that's 2. Colin Arsenault takes the handoff. He goes off the right side this time. He breaks a few more tackles. He's inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Gain of about 14 on the play. Excellent running by the Middies. They've apparently found a good foe in these Boston Latin Wolfpack.
Gain of 16 yards on the play by
Offset.
another Paul Arsenault run.
Left.
1st and goal.
Arsenault, nope. Yep. Arsenault takes the ball again. He gets inside the 10 to about the 6 maybe. Could be the 5. We'll see where they mark it. And they do mark it at the 5.
Another handoff.
So that's
from
6
Peyton
yards on the
Arsenault
carry.
For a 4-yard run. 1st and 2nd and goal from the 5. 4-yard Middies.
Again, 2nd and goal from the 5. Penn gets the call from the sideline. Coach McKenzie gives it to him. Arsenault's in there. He's wearing his pink towel to commemorate Breast Cancer Awareness, which ended last month, but for those of us who've had a family member who lost to it, it's still important. Hands off to Arsenault again. He's going left this time. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle. Touchdown, Middies. 7:06 to go in the first quarter, and the Middies score. Colin Arsenault with a 6-yard run
It's a 5-yard
for the touchdown.
Arsenault.
This might well be the Middies' first lead of this season. Well, Gagnon's out there, so it looks like they will kick the PAT. Gagnon, I believe, is still searching the world to try to find a suitable school for his skills. And it's up, and it's good. It's through there, so it's 7-0 Middies.
By Josh Gagnon is up, and
So
it is good.
7-0 Middies. With 7:06 to go in the first quarter.
First quarter, your Drake at Midi 7, the Boston Wolfpack 0.
So maybe the September swoon is November wake-up call. And yes, that voice in the background is Miss Paula Chaucy. Or Mrs. Paula Chaucy. I don't want to upset her husband, Chris, who is probably watching at home, enjoying the warmth of a fireplace or a couple of drinks. And so Gagnon has the ball. He's putting it down at the 40. Looking, we've got 4 lines for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Gagnon getting ready to kick off. Gets the signal. Squib kick, and it's recovered. Oh! Balls! We got a scrum here at the 45-yard line. Let's see if the Middies were able to recover it. Boston Latin juggled the ball a little. I cannot tell. Nope, I think they're going to give it to Boston Latin. A nice kick by Gagnon. A nice little squib kick. Didn't have to kick it away.
Kick out to the Boston Latin 45.
The non-hands line.
Start with the ball.
Penn takes the kicking ball back from the Wolfpack. So it's 1st and 10 from the 45, 7:03 to go in the first quarter. Wolfpack calling signals. He looks, he throws a screen pass out to the right-hand side. Number 5 has the ball, and there's a flag on the play. He gets across to about the 50. So Mike Chukwu gets the pass, but we have holding called at the 43-yard line. So they'll be marching it back from the 43. So 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 22, I believe. Nope, ball goes down to the, ball's at the 33-yard line. They have to get to the 45. So that's 18 and 5 is, 23. As somebody was joking today, I had to use the order of operations to remember what I count first. And snap, hands off to number 5 to the right. He's met by 2 Middies. Number 20, Josh Gagnon, finishes them off, but number 26, Andre Boras, with the first hit, carried a couple of yards. Ball's back to about the 40. Nope, the 38. So, yes, a gain of 6. 2nd and 17
for Boston Latin.
6:21 on the clock.
From their own 38-yard line.
Offset backfield, 2 to the wide side, 1 to the near side. He's calling signals. He's looking again. He rolls out. He's a right-handed passer. He's looking. He throws it back over the middle, and that was a wobbler. That was a weeble, and there was no way that was going to be completed to anybody. So it'll be 3rd and 17 for the Wolfpack. Ball will continue to will stay at the 33-yard line. No, the 33. And he takes a call from the sidelines with this long 3rd down. A pooch punt might not be a bad idea at this point, although maybe they hope to outrun the Middies. Snap, he looks, he steps up, he throws it. Oh, well, he threw it 10 yards beyond his wide receiver, number 17, Peter Niziolek, a senior, another senior. This team is chock full of seniors, to be sure. Its captains are Matt Chow, Doug George, who's a junior, and Christian Larish, another senior. So we got 5:55 to go in the first quarter. It will be 4th down. Number 6 Doug George is back to kick. He gets away a nice kick. Oh, we're going to have catch interference on Kai McDonald. The defender touched him before the ball even got there and gave him no chance to field that punt at about the 35-yard line. So it should be a 10-yard penalty, I believe. I don't have my color man, Mr. John Lucia, beside me to help me with these important calls.
37-yard punt by number 6, Douglas George, but there's a flag on the play.
So we wait for the call. They're marking it the kick catch interference at the 36-yard line, and they march it off. .36, and they're switching balls. And he stops his march at about the 40-yard line. So apparently it's only a 5-yard penalty. As he was at the 35, the flag was thrown at the 37. 1st and 10 for the Middies, 5:43 to go in the first quarter. And Penn is in the pistol formation.
1st and 10.
Trips to the left, right.
After the penalty.
Single to the near side right.
With your Middies on offense.
And Penn hands it off to Arsenal. No, that looks like Joshy Gagnon. No, Andre Boras, number 26. Boras the sophomore gets rewarded for his good defense with a carry. He takes it from the 40-yard line down inside the other 40 to about the 35-yard line, I believe. Nope, we're going to move it back to the 38-yard line. So that's 22 yards.
22-yard run.
Boras again in the pistol,
Boras.
hands it off again. He trips, he gets back up, he gets underneath the defender, gets down maybe to the 35, perhaps just inside the 36. Yep, they're going to mark it back at the 36, so he gains about 4 yards, 2 yards on that play maybe. Nope, 2 yards.
The 2-yard run by number 26, Andre
So we got
Boras.
2nd and 8, 4:58 to go in the first quarter. And we're going to stay, looks like we're going to stay with the, nope, he's going to go offset. He's going to move slightly out of the pistol. 3 to the wide, 1 to the short side, Kai McDonald. Gagnon's wide right. Nope, he's in motion across the middle. He comes back, he tosses to him. He cuts it up inside. Oh, that might have been a face mask. He gets pulled down. No, he's not. He's reversing field for the 3rd time. He's out across the 30. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Middies! Josh Gagnon, 36-yard touchdown run. 4:18 to go in the first quarter.
Well, there's a flag on the play.
Oh, here's a flag on the play, possibly for an illegal block, a crackback block. The offensive lineman turned around and made a block, and that's now illegal in high school football, and all football actually, because they
The
do it
block
at
in
the
the back of
professional
the
level.
offense.
Oh! And he had such a nice run, and his mother was so happy. So we're going to reset the offense here. Ball's back at the 47-yard line of the Middies.
Instead of the
Oh, the
2nd and 19.
correction, the Wolfpack. So it will be 2nd and 20 for your Dracut Middies. Penn calling the play in the huddle. They meander up to the line. We're going to have, what formation is this? We've got, a power formation here. This looks like wing T. Where's John Lucia when you need him? Up, Gagnon takes the snap. He hands it off. He's cutting up the middle. That is number 11. Number 14, Colin Arsenal. So Gagnon, in the power
9-yard
formation,
lead, the Middies.
takes the snap and hands it off.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Middies. He gets 10 yards on the play. So now Gagnon is calling signals. Gagnon is in at quarterback. Haven't quite figured this one out, but okay. Gagnon's in there at power.
Correction. 3rd and 6.
Gagnon takes the snap. He goes wide right. He's up. Oh, he's gone! He's going all the way to the house again. Kelly Jean Gagnon's little boy scores a 30-yard touchdown. Let's see that again.
By number
And it's
20,
anchors away,
Josh
Middies.
Gagnon.
And Gagnon will kick now. Thank you. Just inside the 30, about the 34-yard line. Gagnon just keeps the snap himself, runs across the field, up the right-hand side, and just jogs in at the end. He had 3 Wolfpack chasing him at the end there. And now he's going to attempt the PAT. And the kick is good. So it's 14-0 Middies. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Their largest lead of the season.
Your Draco Middies 14, the Boston Latin Wolfpack 0.
While we're waiting to kick off, I'd like to take a moment and congratulate the 5 individuals who made it into the Dracut High School Hall of Fame. My friend and classmate number 34, John Buckley. Number 32, David Capra, class of 1987, was a star on the wrestling mat, the football field, and the track. He actually went to Worcester State College and played football and track. Dave Harn, a star baseball player, was a catcher here for Dracut and went on to play at UMass Lowell for a few years before he joined the coaching staff as a graduate assistant. And Matt Silva, a former Middies quarterback himself, who I believe went down to Framingham State College or Framingham State University and played some football down there, where he holds a number of school records. And it's going to be a little kickoff to about the 25, over his head, down at the 20. He's missed by a Middie there. He gets across the 20 to about the 24-yard line, where we have a rugby scrum. And they blow the whistle at about the 24-yard line, maybe the 25. So the Middies will come out on defense.
It's a 40.
Oh, Matt Daney was the other one. I forgot Coach Matt Daney.
It's a 46-yard kick.
I don't want him to knock on my door this evening. And Matt was also a Dracut High School football coach. He's the current Dracut High School wrestling coach. That's what happens when you try to do things off the top of your head from something you read an hour ago. And we're going to have probably a false start here. That was blown dead very quickly. We'll see if we can get Mrs. Chauncey on the other headset at some point today and find out what the criteria is to be nominated and elected into the Dracut High School Dracut High School Athletic Hall of Fame. And we have a handoff on the play, wide left. No, it's a fake up the middle. The quarterback keeps it. Oh, he gets cut. He needed to keep running there. Douglas George held onto the ball himself, went to the right-hand side of the formation, ran it up, and just stopped.
A gain of slightly less than 5
Stopped
yards.
before he got contact. He could have tried to run through the Dracut defender, but instead he stops at the 35-yard line, so we're going to have third and
Just shy of the
second and
35-yard
inches.
line of the Wolfpack.
Second and
Second
inches.
and inches of the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack have twins to the wide side of the field, single this way, hands off up the middle. He's going to, he's met. Number 5 is met. by, I believe, Josh Gagnon. Knocks Gagnon down, but Gagnon held on to his jersey and pulls him down at the 40 after a gain of about 5.25 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 40 with 2:18 to go in the first quarter for the Middies. And George stays in at quarterback. He's got an offset to the left in the backfield, twin to the far side, single wide to this side. He throws a screen pass, and he's met by Josh. I think that's Josh Gagnon again. Let's see if he turns. Of course it's Josh Gagnon. Why wouldn't it be?
2nd and 14.
And so Gagnon with the, no, maybe take that back. It was Mitchell Cripps, number 10, on the tackle. So we have 2nd and about 12 to go. That screen pass lost a couple for the Wolfpack. Middies are down 5 down linemen. Nope, 4. And he throws over the middle to number 4, who's met at midfield by a couple of Middies led by Kai McDonald. Number 4 gets the first down, however. That's Matthew Chow. He gets it inside the Middies 50 to about the 46-yard line. Nope, 47. He's on the top side of the D for Dracut.
1st and 10 for the Wolfpack.
1st and 10, 1:01 to go in the first quarter. Offset, he fakes the handoff. He's under some pressure. Middies roll out. He throws across his body to number 4, and it's a completion inside the 30 to about the 28, maybe the 27-yard line. To number 4 again, Matthew Chow. The Middies just seemed to lose him in coverage. There were 2 receivers over there, and at least 1-2 defenders, but they just didn't get in between the ball. Nice throw by George. Across his body.
1st and 10 for the Wolfpack.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack. 28-yard line. Shotgun formation, offset. He hands it off to number 5, who's met at the 30-yard line for a loss of 2 yards by number 76, big number 76, Joseph Zaid, the senior defensive lineman. Shows him to his seat. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Middies seem to be doing well on 1st down, but not so well on 2nd and 3rd. So let's hope that they get somebody.
Your Dracut Middies 14, the Boston Wolfpack 0.
And that's the end of the first quarter, so it's 14-0 Middies after 1 quarter, their first quarter lead of the year. So, once again, the Dracut High School Athletic Hall of Fame. The inductees are Matt Silva, Matt Daney, Johnny Buckley, David Capra, and David Hart. So 2 Davids, 2 Matts, and 1 John. Not too bad. I know I've watched all of them compete, I believe. Well, I take that back. I don't know that I saw Matt Daney play on any fields, but I definitely saw Dave Harn play in the Collinsville neighborhood that we both grew up in. Mr. Capra is a former Dracut Pop Warner teammate of mine, along with Matt Daney's Uncle Tom. And John Buckley was one of my Little League teammates and a classmate of mine here at Dracut. Middies class of 88. Capra, class of 87. And for those who don't know, he's got a very talented very talented son, Dan Capra, who was a Lowell High School football standout. And his uncle, Dan's uncle and Dave's brother-in-law, is one Eric Gorby, number 53. Former Dracut High School football captain, was the center when both Buckley and Capra played here for the Middies. And so we're going to start the second quarter.
Once again, it'll be
with
2nd and 12 for the Wolfpack.
2nd and 12 from the 30 for the Wolfpack. They've got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Single offset, number 5, Michael Chukwu. Middies show a blitz. They pull out of it. They go straight up the middle. They throw to the middle, and it's dropped by number 4, Matthew Chow. Chow must have heard the footsteps behind him because I think it was Mitch Cripps was coming up behind him and ready to hit him. Nope, that was Victor Azevedo Cardoso, I believe. So again, we have twin to the wide side, single to the left. Snap in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He's back to throw. He's going to roll out. He's going to try to run. He's trying to outrun Zaid. He throws it, and it's picked off by the Middies. They're coming down to this side. Oh, don't get caught blocking in the back, guys. Let's go, Gags. Is that Josh Gagnon again? No, that's Mitchell Cripps, who's tripped up at about the 35 before he falls down at the 30. Number 10. A perfect play by number 10. Mitch Cripps has the Middies offense 1st and 10 from their 32-yard line. The Wolfpack 32. What a game by the Middies tonight. And the band goes anchors away. Let's look at that replay. George overthrew it. Cripps got up at the 20 and grabbed it. Then he cuts back from the 25, cuts back to about the 20, cuts it across the 30, and then just goes full out sprint up the sideline where he's tripped by number 5, George Chow, I believe. Oh no, Michael Chukwu. So Middies calling signals. Looks like Penn again. Arsenault in motion, and we're going to get him for a false start, I believe. Let's look for the signal. Oh, do we have a timeout? We have a timeout. So apparently Coach McKenzie didn't like what he saw and called a timeout before the Middies snapped the ball.
Timeout.
So Drake is having a very good game. I won't say it's excellent. They've made some mistakes. They're allowing yardage. They're using a bend but don't break philosophy appears on defense, similar to some guy named Belichick down in Foxborough, Massachusetts. And another guy named Parcells who's from New Jersey. And so the Middies huddle up on the sideline, talk to Coach McKenzie and his staff, and they go back under center here. Again, the assistant coaches are Bill Austin, John Degnan, John Stossel, and Rick Anderson. Head coach is Jermaine McKenzie. And the Wolfpack meet them out at the 32-yard line. They jog out. They appear to have some size in number 56, number 75, and number 61 on their defensive line. They've got height, but no waist. And it's a fake handoff. Ball's on the ground, recovered by the Wolfpack. Number 8 comes out of there, jumps up and down. That's Liam Rowland. And the Middies will be on defense now. Ball at the 36-yard line. Loss of a yard on that. Can't quite tell what the heck happened there. Arsenault went in motion. Oh, number 28 took the snap. Ishmael Zawawi, and just could not handle the snap. He was about 1-2 yards behind the center. Ill-conceived. And so, Wolfpack have the ball. They're back. Number 6 runs right into Zawawi. Whoa. Zawawi met him. He turned right into the pressure coming around the right end. The right-hand side of your defense, left-hand side of your offensive line. He loses quite a few. He's back from the 36 to about the 30-yard line, so loss of 6 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 16 for your Wolfpack. The Wolfpack.
It'll be 2nd and about 20.
And so, he gets out of a tackle again. Number 5 is brought down, this time by Joseph Saeed. Ball's back at the 20 now. And they're marching in the Middies' direction. Zaid with a
Lost
tremendous
6
play
yards
on that.
play.
Let's see that again, if we can.
Be 3rd and 26 for the Wolfpack from their own 20.
Guess not. So it'll be, yep, ball's at the 20. Thank you for the replay. Zaid just broke out of the tackle, and he grabbed him by the waist and just threw him down. Nice wrestling move. I got to find out if Zaid's a wrestler. And now number 6 is back. He almost strips the ball. He's rolling out to the left. It's thrown over the middle of number 4, who drops it with footsteps behind him. Number 26, Andre Boras, with the footsteps behind him. Must have scared him. So now it'll be 4th down and a long 26 yards. And they will kick. Number 6 is back to punt. Doug George, who's also the quarterback, so wouldn't be shocked if he tried to run it, but Middies have 1 man on the gunner, 2 defenders sitting 6 yards back. It's a high snap again. He barely gets it away. It's a straight up kick. Ball's out to the 38-yard line. It rolls out to the 50, across the 52, about the 48, maybe the 47, just outside the 47, where number 75 downs the ball for
It's a 33-yard punt.
the Wolfpack. Christian
by
Lariche,
Douglas George.
one of their captains, I
And the Middies will
believe.
start with
Yes.
the ball, 1st and 10.
So it'll be
from their
1st
own
and 10
47.
Middies. They lost about a good 20 yards by letting that ball roll out. Maybe not the smartest move by the Middies, but hey, when you have a 14-point lead, maybe you're not thinking about those things. But Coach Lucia has mentioned in prior games that that's something you want to try to avoid. It's also something Coach George Delaris used to preach as my color man. So we have a shotgun snap for Penn. Offset, runner in tight. Arsenault takes, sweeps out, and I think that's Gagnon, gets it out to the 50. Yep, Josh Gagnon carries it out to the 50 on a punishing
It's a
run
3-yard
up
gain,
off
number
right
20,
tackle
Josh
there.
Gagnon. That'll bring it to the 50-yard
Call it
line.
a dive play.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Middies.
So 2nd and 7, yes, 2nd and 7 for the Middies. You can hear the PA announcer over the broadcast as well. And we got Penn back there. Now they're going to put 8, Kai McDonald, to the wide side left, tight formation otherwise, offset in a shotgun. Arsenault goes wide. Toss to Arsenault. He cuts it out to the side. He's across the 45, inside the 40, inside the 35, down to about the 31, where he's stopped by a couple of Wolfpack, but not before he gets a Middies first down.
Middies, first down.
Hoya, Hoya, Hoya.
Flag on the play.
Here go your Middies. If Coach Hutchins is, if Mr. Bruce Hutchins is listening, yep, we still remember the call. Up, and now they're marching it back. What happened? And number 14 is pleading the Middies case, Colin Arsenault, so he must have been called for something. Nope, what are we doing? They're waving off the flag, so whatever the call was.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Middies.
So the ball is
At the bottom line,
actually
31.
at the 32-yard line, so whatever that call initially was waved off. They started to march it back, then they marched it forward. They're walking in circles. That's going to happen. They maybe should go down to the track and we'll put the lights on. 1st and 10 for the Middies. Tight formation again for the Middies. Looks like a pistol, although maybe he's just slightly offset. Penn sends Gags in motion. He fakes the pass. Oh, he's got 2 wide open. He throws it inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Who is that masked Middie? That looks like Colin Arsenault. 1st and 10 for the 1st and goal for the Middies inside the 10 at the 6-yard line. And Penn runs back and runs forward. So he fakes it there. He looks. He throws to Yep, Colin Arsenal, who jumps over a midi at the 15, gets it inside the 10. So first and goal, 7:50 to go on the half clock. We've got an offset backfield. Arsenal goes wide. Penn keeps the ball. He runs up to about the 5 where he's met by number 75. No, number 76. Mark Cronin, it looks like. So gain of about a yard. So it's second and goal from the 5. Nope. They're saying he was downed at the 7. That didn't look right, but okay. So it's a loss of a yard.
Second goal for Midi from the 7.
So the weather gets called and Penn on the sideline. So who's under center now? Oh, Gagnon with the carry. He's across the goal line. Touchdown, Midi! And it's another touchdown for Kelly Jean Gagnon's baby boy. It's 20-0 Middies. Yes, that is also Brody Gannon's cousin. We'll let them sprint for it afterwards to decide who's the best athlete in the family. I'll defer to Josh's mom, Kelly. I think she probably is the best athlete. I might be wrong. Let's look at that. So they run a little bulldog offense there, Wildcat. Gagnon just brings it straight into the middle of the line and then takes off. And Gags gets another kick, so it's 21-0 Middies.
George Reagan Middies 21, the Boston Wolfpack 0.
So that's 3 touchdowns on the evening for Josh Gagnon. Make it up for some lost time here. And, you know, for those Middies who might be sitting home shocked, those in the man cave, Johnny Buckley, who's probably sitting alongside John Lucia right now. Jeff Smith, another Middie standout on the golf course and the baseball field. Mike Martin, who's trying to convince me that I should be John Buckley's induction speaker. I think Johnny Lucia will be that induction speaker. And now we've got Gagnon to kick off. He gets them set. Heels on the 40. He kicks it away up the middle to about the 26-yard line where number 2 kicks the ball. He's going wide to the far side of the field, and he's knocked out of bounds by, is that Gagnon again, or is that Colin Arsenal? Looks like number 12. Samuel Indiglia.
Went 34 yards.
So number 2 on the return, that's Brandon Lau. He gets it up across the 40 to the 43-yard line, where Indiglia knocks him out. And then we got, Penn calling for the ball for the referee as each team brings their own balls to the game, footballs to the game. And it's a weak snap, throws out to the wide side where he's met by number 12, Sam Indiglia again. So Indiglia is now making a name for himself on the field with couple of strong hits in the last couple of minutes here. 6:30 and counting in the second quarter.
Second and 5 for the Midi.
Second and 5 for the Wolfpack. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Low snap. He looks out to the right side, throws out number 36, who's knocked out of bounds by number 26, Andre Boras. So number 36 on that reception is Harry Chekmakian. I believe that's an Armenian last name.
From the 50.
Ball's at the 50-yard line, so that's a gain of 2. 3rd and 3 for the Wolfpack. And he's looking out to the right. He's looking out. He rolls out. Middies have got to catch him. Oh, he's going to stay behind the line of scrimmage. He throws it down. Is it a catch? Is he inbounds or out of bounds? Official is marking him inbounds inside the 30 at about the 28. Unfortunately, we have no sideline camera on that side, or even on this side, so we can't tell if he really was in or out, but we'll go with what the officials say, that he just was barely inside the line of
Boston Latin gets first and 10 from the
first and 10 from the 28. Number 6 throws it short again. He throws it behind his receiver,
Second and 10.
which might have been a good thing because I think that was Andre Boras out there in coverage yet again, ready to pounce on the receiver.
Mike, you notice she said that after the center? Notice she said I didn't know what it was, but then if you say it, I know
Apparently
what
the
it
middies want to show these city kids something. Boston Latin is in the shadows of Franklin Park by the Fenway Park. It is the oldest high school in the United States, I believe, and one of the most prestigious. It's an exam school, and number 6 is knocked out of bounds by a couple of middies. That's Doug George. It looks like he may have lost a couple of yards on that play. Ball's
For a gain
being
of 2
marked.
yards on the play.
Nope, 2 yards. Looks like they're going to give him to the 30, so we got back to the 30.
It'll be 3rd and 8.
So it's 3rd and 8. I'm looking at should have been looking at the down marker. I'm looking at the chains for the 10. And so a blitz by the middies straight up the middle. 6 is throwing it. He threw it on his tiptoes. Oh! And what's the ruling? Is he out of bounds or is that a touchdown? Oh, no, he doesn't have the ball with him. It's down on the ground. So that's an incomplete pass. Just a drop.
Intent for Brandon Lau
There.
in the end zone.
That was Lau on the attempted reception.
That'll bring up 4th and 8 Wolfpack
So it's 4th and 8 for the Wolfpack
from the Minis 25-yard line.
from the 25. So let's look at that again. Number 6, George throws it. He threw it from his tiptoes, tries to throw it, and it just, Boras, I think, just got in there. And another tipped pass by the middies in the end zone. That one was to number
Turnover on
15, it looks like.
And
Greg Rosenkrantz. So the middies will get the ball at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:47 to go in the second quarter. Leading 21-0 against the Boston Latin Wolfpack. So, middies going to learn how to play from the from a lead this evening. And now we have trips to the near side, single wide to the wide side of the field. And the pistol formation looks like Arsenal's in the pistol behind Penn. Penn takes a low snap, throws it to Colin Arsenal, who breaks one tackle. He breaks, no he doesn't. He doesn't break the second tackle. He gets back to the line of scrimmage about the 25. Can't tell if he's limping a little.
Second attempt to the Middies and the 25.
So nothing doing there. And so Gagnon, nope. Colin Arsenal comes out of the game. Penn jogs back to the huddle from the sideline with the play call. Looks like we're going to have single to the far side of the field, twins to this side. That's Gagnon and number 11, it looks like, Anthony Fazio. High formation, and he hands it off. Oh! Andre Boras is fighting for some yards. He gets about to the 30, back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Some rough running there.
To number 26, Andre Boras. Once again, throws to the line of scrimmage.
So we have a 3rd down now and 10 for the Middies. Middies need to get going. They can't rest in their laurels just yet. 3:27 and counting on in the first half. Penn gets the call from the sidelines, jogs back to the huddle. It's almost definitely a passing down, but maybe the Middies will catch the Wolfpack off balance and run the ball. They got a deep, they're going to go pistol formation again. Kai McDonald to this side, trips to the left side of the field, left side of the formation. He's looking. Oh, he throws it across the middle. And it's dropped. He threw it to Mitch Cripps. It bounced off Cripps. We have a flag on the play. I don't know if we're going to get offensive or defensive pass interference there. We'll wait for the call. And they're talking to the Boston Latin Wolfpack, so it looks like it'll be on the Middies. Waiting for the call. It was just a spot. Face mask Middies. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Face mask.
Nope, they're only going to move it back to about the 21, so it can't even be half the distance to the goal. So it's a 10-yard penalty, it appears. So the Middies have a 3rd and 14 to go.
Be a 5-yard
We have a
penalty on the
whistle.
spot.
So it must have been an unintentional face mask, not a personal foul face mask. And are they going to take the play? Yep, they were going to take the play. This is an interesting game with the officials as they've marked off 2 penalties, only to march it back to the original line of scrimmage in both cases. And now we have timeout for the Middies, I believe. So with 2:48 to go in the second quarter, the Middies lead 21-0. All 3 scores are by Joshua Gagnon. 1 from the pistol and 2 from an offset position in the backfield. So I expect the Middies to punt it away, although anything is possible this evening, as it seems somewhat topsy-turvy. The marching Middies are preparing for their halftime performance. They've already marched up the far sideline, and they're waiting on the Boston Latin side of the field to perform. It's one of the smaller bands, Middies bands in recent years, unfortunately. Along with the football team, it doesn't look like extracurricular activities are particularly popular. Power side right. Middies going to run behind the power. It's Josh Gagnon with the ball. He breaks it outside. No, he's breaking it inside. He stretches too. He might have the first down. Number 56 for the Boston Latin Wolfpack stops him. Number 56 is Justin Stevenson. Depends on where they're going to mark him. They're going to mark him just short at the 35-yard line. No, they're giving him the first down. Yet another tough play by Gagnon.
A 7-yard gain by Josh Gagnon.
I wonder if Grandma Judy promised him a hot bowl of beef stew when he gets home, if he plays a good game, because he's certainly a warrior this evening. And so it's 1st and 10, 2:07 to go in the second quarter. Clock's running. We have they're waiting it out. 2-minute warning or delay of game. And it looks like they're going to march it off against the Middies for a delay of game. False start for the Middies. So not delay of game, but a false start. That's a 5-yard penalty. Ball's back to the 35, the original line of scrimmage. So it will be, first and 15. So, 1st and 15 for the Middies. Ball's at the 30-yard line. One single wide to the left. Middies in power formation again. The Wolfpack try to match it. They run over to this side too. Will they go against the power? Nope, they're going to go. Oh, we got another false start. Another false start for the Middies. They're a little too jumpy. I think that was Colin Arsenal on the false start.
False start on the
Nope.
offense. They'll back
Nope,
him up 5
Arsenault's on
yards.
the
First
sideline,
and
so it
20
might have
for the
been Mitch
Minis.
Cribbs.
From their own 25-yard line.
One fan was so upset she accidentally dumped her soda, but she still has her pizza. That's a good thing, because you need something to eat on this cold evening here at Beaudry Field. So the Middies now faced with first and 20 from the 25-yard line. Middies go to a more traditional two-back set. Looks more like a wing T. And they fake it. Oh, nice play by Gagnon. He fakes him out. He's got the sideline. Does he have the speed? There he goes again. Josh Gagnon with his fourth touchdown. Evening 75 yards all the way to the house.
Josh Gagnon! His third touchdown of the game!
And even Mama gives him a standing ovation for that one. And I'm sure Judy Fisk is out there jumping up and down in her living room. I don't know if Brody's in the stands, but certainly he's going to go woofing to her, I'm sure, as well. Yep, just look at that play. He broke the first tackle at the 28, and then it's just off to the races. He's got that speed from lacrosse and having to get away from his older brothers and sisters. Oh, it's wide left. Gags pulls it. His first mistake of the evening.
Wide left.
I'm sure his big sister, who's sitting in the stands as well, will give him some grief for that.
Your Dragget Minis 27, Boston Land Wolfpack 0.
So it's 27-0 Drake Middies over the Boston Latin Wolfpack. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Gagnon is getting a little tape on his leg. He might have, yep, he scratched up his knee. Nothing for a lacrosse kid. Ball's taken at the 20 by number 15. He cuts it up the middle. He's across the 30 to about the 35, 36-yard line where he's taken down by number 8, Kai McDonald. Number 15 is Greg Rosenkrantz. He's thrown off the field. That looked like a flag for a minute. Everything looks yellow and orange some days. So the ball is at the 38-yard line of the Middies. Oh, no. The Wolfpack. Waiting for the ball to be spotted. It's going to be spotted on the far hash. Wolfpack come out with 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 wide receiver to the far side of the field. Offset shotgun. Number 6, George looks. He's going to throw. He's going to throw over the middle. That was just a bad pass. That was closer to the defender than it was to any receiver the Wolfpack had out in the pattern. So with 26 seconds to go, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Wolfpack. And slowly but surely the play call gets sent from the sidelines. And George looks back. He throws it quick out to number 17, who breaks it up the sideline, gets a first down, it appears, before he's knocked out of bounds by number 26, Andre Boras. So number 17 with the reception on the play. That is Peter Niziolek. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing these names for all the Boston Latin fans.
Down and 10 for them. From 49.
And we got a shotgun snap. 6 looks out to the wide side right again. He throws to number 36 this time for a first down. That's Harry Chukmakian. Ball's at the 45-yard line of the Middies now. And they throw the ball in from the sidelines.
It's a gain of 6 yards on play.
Drew Richardson is swapped in for the Middies on the defensive line as they rotate defenders.
2nd and 4 for the Wolfpack.
2nd and 4. Shotgun. He looks. He's under pressure. He throws it to the flat where only 2 Middies are standing. He and his receiver get crossed up there clearly. So with 6 seconds to go, the Wolfpack are faced with a 3rd down. I imagine they're just going to run out the clock to the half, maybe try to make something and hope that they don't turn the ball over again. And so it's 3rd and about 4 from the 45-yard line. George looks back. He rolls out to the left side. He's under pressure. He's under pressure from number 28 with the sack for the Middies. That's Ismail Zuawi, the junior defensive back. On the blitz, chases him all the way across the field. So we're going to halftime with the Middies in the lead, 27-0. We'll be back from Beaudry Field. You're watching live action. Dracut Access Television, Channel 22, DracutAccessTV.org, and the Facebook Live, Dracut Access Television, where the Dracut Middies lead 27-0. We'll be right back.
Under the direction of Banter Zachary Cooper, they'll perform their halftime show. Let's hear a big round of applause for your Drake High School marching band. With the show Guardians of the Galaxy, they were led by band director Zachary Cooper, assistant band director Lindsay Hedrick, choreographer Kristen Steger, drum major Abby Ottawa, and drum line captain Tyler Brown.
Boston Latin will kick off to your middies here. As the hour approaches 8:25 in the evening. Number 6, Doug George to kick off. And he kicks a squibber up the middle where it's bounced, picked up at the 25, looks like by Josh Gagnon. Gagnon takes it across the 30. He's tackled at about the 36-yard line by number 11,
It's a 35-yard kick.
Wilson Zhang.
6, Douglas George. Followed by 11-yard return by number 20, 12-yard return by number 20, Josh Gagnon to the 37-yard line.
So first and 10 from the 37 for the middies.
And the middies have
Going
first and 10.
from your left to right on the TV screen on channel 22, drakeattv.org, and Facebook Live, Drake Get Access Television. Just remember, it's channel 22. For those of us who are really old, it used to be channel 10. And Penn still a quarterback here. He's got toss sweep. On the left side, he cuts back up the middle. Number 26, he breaks it out to about the 40-yard line. That's Andre Boras again.
The 3-yard gain run by number 26, Andre Boras.
So 2nd and 6 for the middies here with 11:33 to go on the clock in the
It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the middies.
third quarter. Apparently the middies are having some headset problems as number 19 jogs in from the side with a new headset. That's Sean Degnan. So middies in a power right formation again. And they hand it off up the middle, upright, and it's Gagnon again. He's off to the races. There we go, touchdown number 5. And he looks to the sidelines. Is his mom standing over there? Yep, he gave her a little look. That's his 5th touchdown of the evening. Josh Gagnon is having a career night. Let's see if he's got any left in the tank for the PAT. That was just a simple dive play that he busted outside and then used some tremendous speed. I thought his mom said he was slow. And up for the kick, and it's straight through the uprights. So he's made 4 out of 5 PATs now. He's responsible for all 34 points.
With 10:58 to go in the third quarter.
Yes, it is 34.
Boston Latin turn.
Don't mind the scorekeeper. It's a little cold. He forgot to hit the button once. And so with 10:58 to go in the third quarter, the Middies have broken out to a 34-0 lead over the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Not very kind hosts to Boston Latin. So now Gagnon will grabs the tee from the sidelines. He'll jog back out to the field. Nope, this time it's number 23 has the tee. Do we have a new kicker? We do. I think they've said Brandon Sartori, a sophomore wide receiver and linebacker, is going to kick off. Now, I think Gagnon has decided enough is enough. I guarantee you somebody named his grandfather, Jack Gagnon's up in heaven boasting top to bottom about how well his grandson's playing tonight. And they check both sides. They're lined up. And the kick away. It's a kick inside. Oh, it's going to go. It's down to the 20. 15's taking it up the right-hand side. He's trying to get outside. He's got Kai McDonald. And we have a flag back here, but Kai McDonald tackles him about the 25-yard line. What do we have? He's talking to number 12 for the Middies, Sam Indiglia. And Diglia looks like we're going to be kicking over again. Maybe, maybe not. Up, they got the ball again. Let's see if they actually march this penalty off and stay with it. Let's see if we see something. Up, number 12 was in a wrestling match with the one of the blockers, number 47 it looks like, and that's where the flag was. They did well after the whistle. Number 41, Eric Power, was the other player, was the Wolfpack player. So it's going to be a re-kick, offsetting personal foul penalties, I believe.
They will re-kick after the face mask and blocking offset penalties.
And this is a much shorter kick. Ball's taken at the 28. Number 2 is going to try to take it. He goes backwards trying to get around the end. He's trying to get around Kai McDonald, and there's nothing doing there. He's down at the 25-yard line. Loss of 3 on the return.
It's a 32-yard kick by number 23.
Brandon Lau was the returner in that case.
Number 2 in Boston Latin, Brandon Lau, lost 3 yards on the return.
And now Gagnon's back out there on defense, so it's a short-lived rest for Gags.
It'll be first and 10 with the Wolfpack from their own 26.
It's a handoff up the middle. He's met at the line. That's Joseph Zaid back there, baby. Nice tackle by Joe Zaid.
Number 5, Michael Chuckwood.
Chuckwu is dropped for a loss of about a yard.
Loss of just over a yard in the play. It'll be second and 11.
The Middies have come back spirited in the second half. They like the taste of victory. Well, the taste of winning. They haven't won. There's no victory yet. So with a little over 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, Middies lead 34-0. Snap to number 6, George. He tries to get outside. He throws across his body to number 4, I believe, who sneaks under a tackle there. No, that's number 15, Greg Rosenkrantz, the 5'8 wide receiver. He gets under a Middies tackler, gets out to, looks like the 34-yard line before he's taken down. So we got third down and about 2 to go.
From their own 34.
George calling signals. He looks, he's under rush. He tries to throw a quick out, and he overthrows number 2, Brandon Lau, with number 12, Sam Indiglia, in coverage. And number 14, Carlin Arsenault, was out there too with Andre Boras. So not a very smart play, it looks like, by the Wolfpack. They're going to punt away, trailing by 34 with 9:18 to go in the third quarter. And the snap is again high. He's going to throw it. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a wide receiver who's out of bounds. Out of bounds, incomplete. Middies will take over inside their 30-yard line.
Number 6, Douglas George, 41, Aaron Coward, is out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice defense by the Middies.
The
The Wolfpack keep trying that sideline route, and they keep tiptoeing through the tulips and the white paint with no success. Gagnon now jogs off the field for offense. Penn jogs onto the field with the call. Looks like, looks like Penn is in Wildcat formation, power right. He's got 14. He hands it off again. Oh, there they go again. Bye-bye. Number 26, touchdown, Middies. That's Andre Boras with a touchdown. Oh, yellows on the field. We're coming back, Middies fans.
That the flag is at the 29-yard line.
Let's see what the penalty is. He's pointing at the defense, so maybe not. We'll find out in a minute or two. We'll find out. What do we have? What's he calling? Nope, he's pointing them back. Sorry, guys, you're going to do a little more work for this touchdown. He's jogging over to the sidelines to explain it to Coach McKenzie. And still waiting for the call. They've marked it back at the personal foul against the Middies. So ball is moved out to the 43-yard line. Penn.
Personal foul on the defense.
It was personal foul on the Middies offense, not the defense. So it's going to be first and about 20 for the Middies.
First and 19 for the Middies.
Yep, that's 24, so it's 18 yards. First and 18. Got 4. He throws. Oh, yes, nice play. Number 14 has the ball. Colin Arsenault up the sideline. He's going to score. And no, there's no yellow on this field right now. Touchdown, Colin Arsenault. 42-yard touchdown. 8:49 to go in the third quarter. Middies lead 40 to nothing. PAT pending. So I don't know what lit their fire. Maybe it was getting some. Just look at it, a counter play there to Arsenault. He goes up the left-hand side. Nobody's near him for the Wildcats. The Wolfpack, a correction. Nobody. He could just jog into the end zone. The closest Wolfpack. Oh, and Gagnon's got it up and through the uprights. So that's 6 PATs for Gags. And it's 40. Mini stretched it 41-0 with 8:49 to go in the third quarter. This is not going to be a pleasant ride back to the Fens for the Boston Wolfpack. My apologies for sniffling in your ears, sports fans. So now, number 23 is going to do, Brandon Sartori is going to kick it off from his own 40 again. Steps three steps to his left. He's waiting for the ball to be blown into play. They blow it into play. And here we go again. Hoya, Hoya, Hoya. He kicks it straight up in the air. Ball's taken at the 30 by number 3 for the Wolfpack. Oh, he breaks through the middle. He's up to the 44-yard line. That is August Groh, G-R-O-H, Groh. Same last name as Al Groh, the former New England Patriots offensive coordinator, I believe. No, I think Al Groh was a defensive coordinator. Also the head coach at University of Virginia. So, 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack. Ball at the 44-yard line. Number 71 jogging off the field for the Middies, Zachary Coleman. Actually, that was a pretty damn good screen. Oh, under pressure hits number 4 for the first down. Kai McDonald beats him, but not before he gains 16 yards on the pitch and catch.
It's a 27-yard reception by number 4, Matthew Charles.
So the Middies are coming out with no breaks.
1st and 10 for Wolfpack.
All fire.
39.
George in the shotgun. He's at the 44-yard line. He looks. He's going to look out to the right. He's going to throw it deep. Oh, is it caught? Are they going to say he caught it? Yes. He caught it between his knees. Number 15, Greg Rosenkrantz with the catch.
Looking play the first down for the Wolfpack.
Right through his hands. He ends up clinching it with his knees. Yep, right through his hands. Middies had a chance to knock it away. Probably should have knocked it away. Ball's at the 15-yard line. Hands off to number 5, up the middle. He's met by a couple of Middies, and they're going to have a couple more who are going to run up and tackle him. He gets about 2 or 3 yards. Zach Coleman on the tackle there. No, that's that's number 77, Drew Richardson, the sophomore defensive tackle. So he's about the 11, 12-yard line. Michael Chukwu fakes to Chukwu again. He's looking, he's rolling out. George is rolling out, he throws it. Can't tell, no, they're saying it's hit the ground. Incomplete pass, 7:24 to go in the third quarter. And they're faced with 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Oh, the 11, so it's 2nd and 5, my mistake. I don't know, George shouldn't really be throwing across his body there. Back to live action. Chukwu back there with George. Twin receivers both sides. He's throwing out to the right-hand side. Middies jump the pass. I believe that's Andre Boras again on the knockaway. He came from behind, put his arm on his back, and dove in front of the ball to knock it away. Perfectly legal. Excellent defense there by the Middies. So now we've got a 4th down and 5 from about the 11-yard line. It's go for broke time for the Wolfpack. And they're going to go for it. George takes the snap. He's got Chukwu blocking. He's in. Oh, fumble! Middies recover the fumble on 4th down. It's going to be their ball either way. Let's see if the Middies recovered the ball, and they'll get it about the 21-yard line, maybe the 22. Looked like Zaid on that ball.
And the Middies will start with
1st and 10. Ball at the 21 for the Middies. Penn remains in at quarterback. He's jogging back. That was beautiful. They got right up the middle. Who was that knocked that away? It might have been an incomplete pass, but nope, that was number 28. Ishmael Zuawi on the defensive stop there. So Middies 1st and 10, ball at 21-yard line. Single back, trips to the left. formation, and it's Colin Arsenault with the ball. He carries it over the 25 to about the 27-yard line, where he's stopped by a host of Wolfpack tacklers. Middies are starting to walk with a swagger.
It's a gain of 7 on the run to number 14, Colin Arsenault. 2nd and 3 for the Middies on the 28.
And now, calls in. Middies spread it out. The wide side to the near side of the field. Trips here, single wide receiver to that side. Hands it off again. Cuts up the middle. Middies have got some blocking. He cuts it back up. Colin Arsenault gonna try it on run. No, he's tackled. Perhaps by his face mask at the 21-yard line. What a run by Colin Arsenault. Middies don't need Terry Penn blocking for them tonight. They've certainly found some blocking and some running.
It's a 56-yard gain on the run number 14, Colin Arsenault.
56 yards officially on that
At the
carry.
Boston 928.
And Penn remains in the shotgun, single back in the pistol, number 26. Boros takes the handoff. He goes over the right side. He cuts up the middle. He's cutting it back. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Middies! 28-yard run, 5:42 to go in the third quarter. It's 47-0 Middies. PAT pending. Middies apparently like a shootout here. Gagnon to kick. Penn takes the snap. It's through. And Gagnon gets another PAT. That's his 7th of the evening. Or maybe his 8th.
With 5:42 to play.
No,
in
7th.
the third quarter.
48-0 Middies.
In the Boston
So
Red Sox.
we've got some running, we've got some passing, and we've got some great defense tonight. The Middies aren't having a November swoon. They seem to have reached prime time. And I don't mean Deion Sanders. So we're expecting Sartori to kick again. Brandon Sartori, number 23, a junior. No heights and weights on the Middies roster, but he looks about 5'7", 135, 140 pounds. For those of us who remember those heights and weights in high school. Nope, Gagnon's back out there to kick. Looking, he's got the tee. Looked like he was looking for the tee or looking for a direction from the Middies. And the kickoff is a squib kick up the middle. Number 3 takes it in the chest. It bounces off. He's going up the right middle of the field. He's tackled by his ankles by Kai McDonald, number 8, at the 35-yard line.
The 32-yard kick by number 20, Josh Gagnon, to the 28-yard line.
Gagnon makes the tackle there. So it's 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack. Ball's at the 35-yard line, 36. 1st and 10. Nope, 35.
First and 10.
And the Wolfpack are already in formation. We've got twins to the near side of the field, twins to the far side of the field, and offset shotgun formation with the back in the backfield. Middies rushing 4. And they're breaking through the middle. And Zaid makes the tackle there. Number 36 makes the catch. That's Harry Chakmanian and Andre Boras with the tackle. 28 6s and 8s look a lot alike. And, oh, nice throw over the middle. He overthrows his receiver at the 50, but he had double coverage. He had Boris underneath and Kai McDonald over the top. And the Medes coaches are vacating their high perch now with the game well in control. Up, ball's over the middle. Oh! Did he catch it? No, dropped. The Medes had a chance at that one. Number 11, Anthony Fazio batted it away from number 5, Michael Chukwu. So it's going to be 4th down and 10 for the Wolfpack. Medes expecting a punt. Snap is on target, and the Medes get to the kicker, but he gets it away. Ball's dribbling inside the 40, inside the 35, to about the 32, maybe the 31-yard line, where it's down by number 6. The punter, Douglas George. And so the Medes will take over on offense. Jake Penn has his helmet off, so they're going to their second string quarterback, whomever that may be. I believe it's number 9, Andreas Zitzoras. Nope. Calling signals. Looks like number 4 for the Medes, Victor Acevedo Cardozo. Call. Handed it right up the middle. Ball's taken out to about the 36-yard line. Gain of about 3 or 4.
3 yards in the play and the run by the Medes.
Up down, that's the 34-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play.
From their own 34.
2nd and 6. 30 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Medes will get off this play. They're going trips to the wide side of the field. Single wide down here and a single back in the pistol formation. Azevedo Cardoza calls the signals. Takes the snap. He hands it off to number 12, it looks like. Sam Indiglia. Indiglia gets across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Gain of about 3 maybe. And it looks like we're going to have 3rd and about 3 for the Medes with no time in the third quarter. So after 3, it's Drake at 48, Boston Latin nothing.
4-yard run by number 32, Robert Strong.
You're watching live action from Drake's Beaudry Field on Channel 22, Drake Access Television, DrakeTV.org, or Drake Access Television Facebook Live channel. Let's see if we get Mrs. Chaucy over here to explain the Hall of Fame. And see, you cajole her enough, she'll come over and talk. Good evening, Mrs. Chaucy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good.
So could you explain to me, I've got some classmates and some friends who are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, how you get nominated, and tell me when the Hall of Fame induction is, of course.
Okay, so that's a great question because we had publicized it quite a bit on social media and on Facebook, and there are some inquiries about how you actually get nominated for the Hall of Fame, and there's an application process, and so an application needs to be submitted for any interested inductees. They can either they can complete it themselves, but they do have to have someone that sponsors them, or somebody else can submit it on their behalf. And so basically, to qualify into the Hall of Fame, you have to be a graduate more than 5 years out of Dracut High School, and you also need to have been at minimum an all-conference athlete in at least one sport. There's a little other criteria too, but the inductees that we had for this year, far exceeded those requirements. And then the other component that you asked about was when the Hall of Fame dinner is. And the Hall of Fame dinner and induction ceremony is on Friday, November 19th, which is great because it's always we're trying to do it every other year on the Friday before Thanksgiving. And it's always typically a bye week for the team. So football doesn't play that week, the week leading up to Thanksgiving. So every other year we're going to do it on the odd year, like in 2023. And it's being held this year at Four Oaks Country Club. Dinner starts at 6 p.m. Tickets can be bought at the Dracut High School or the office of Peter Witz, because he's on the board for the Middies Letterman's Club. And then lastly, you can also buy them via Venmo.
Now, Paula, are you a member of the Hall of Fame?
I am a member of the Hall of Fame for the gymnastics team for the 1989 and 1990 gymnastics team. So I was inducted on those teams. So it was awesome.
So as a team, not as an individual.
Not as an individual, right.
Number 32 on the carry, Robert Truong takes it across the 52, about the 48-yard line. Now, to me, it's interesting, and readily admit that I was classmates and teammates with Dave Capra and John Buckley. How is it that the guys from the 80s, or the inductees from the 80s, people who are eligible, haven't gotten voted in yet?
Honestly,
I was shocked that John wasn't in the Hall of Fame, and same with Dave Capra.
Sure. Well, we did a lot of work back in 2016 to recreate the Hall of Fame. The board, the Middies Letterman's Club has done a great job with it for 30 years, and even before that. But what it was when I came back and kind of, when I started as the AD, we wanted to do something where it was more formalized inside of the new, in the school, outside of the gym. Now that the remodel was finished, complete, and we really wanted to put something up that was consistent among all members. And so what we did is we created literally a hallway of fame. We put up these amazing banners, and we put up these black plaques, and we put up these these blue plaques along the wall. And so at that point, we had an induction. We hadn't had an induction in quite a few years. And so I think now it's just word of mouth and getting people to apply. You're right. It was probably about 8 or 10 years where it was kind of at a standstill. And we didn't really, we didn't induct anyone at that time. And so we're looking now at, like I said, we posted on Facebook and it was shared. I think over 7,000 people have seen that post. So I think it's going to really create some momentum, and, these athletes that over the last, 50, 60, 70 years, however long it's been, that, athletes, coaches, athletic directors, and, other members that, have made a huge contribution to Dracut High School athletics. I think now we're going to start to see some, like I said, some momentum with applications and getting those inductions to happen every other year.
Now, is there going to be a website along with this?
So that was the other thing. Yeah, Peter Witz and I have been doing a lot of work to, like I said, revive it. And we are going to create a website and be able to do kind of a little, the listing of all of our members. And like I said, it's been 5 years that we've kind of been working on it and resurrecting it this year. And really now we're committed to sticking with it on a more consistent and regular basis. So
happy to hear that.
Yeah, there's a lot of athletes that should be in there that aren't yet, which is great because that's what it's about. It's about creating their name in history, and we're excited that you think like, oh, the 1980s. I think it wasn't that long ago, but these kids feel like it was a lifetime ago. Like our players now.
Yep.
But even them, the kiddos that are walking down the hallway in school, they see that Hall of Fame, and they're like saying like, oh, I can't wait. I want to be on that wall. I want to be a part of history, that's new for us. So that's amazing.
Well, I'm with you. I'm a few years older than you are. I mean, your husband Chris and I went to school together, and your brother-in-law Bob and I played Little League together.
Yep.
So to me, you're right. It's not that long ago. But then you look at Josh Gagnon out there. Josh's mother, Kelly, and I are classmates. So
yes, yep.
No matter how many times I say, Kelly, we're not old enough for you to have a senior, Apparently we are.
Yeah. Well, my son graduated from here 4 years ago, so you feel like
What?
you know.
Yeah.
I hear you. You know.
Chris, it's Chris's fault. It's all Chris Jossie's
yeah,
fault.
Yep. Exactly. I don't really feel like I'm aging, but when you, like I said, you
No.
think back of 1988 or
Yep.
the 90s, and you think, wow, it's been 30 years. Goes by very
Yes.
quickly.
Number 32 with the touchdown
Nice.
for the Middies.
Awesome.
Robert Truong, the sophomore, takes it
28
28 yards for the touchdown.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'd love to see the list of people who were actually in there. I mean, obviously, I've got to. It's not a guess. I'm sure the dean is in there, Ed Murphy, who was your AD and
Absolutely. He is.
my AD. Dave Stecky.
He is also, yes.
Is Rudy in there? Bob Rudolph?
Yes, he is. Yep. So,
The 88 Super Bowl team, I'm sure, is in there.
yes, they are in there. Yes.
It would be something really wrong if they weren't. What about Jeff Halko?
I'm not sure. I would have to go back and check, but it's amazing to walk the hall, like I said, and some days we don't get a lot of downtime, but some days I just kind of step back and look through it and say, oh my gosh, this is great, because it really there's so much history on that wall, and these
Yes.
kids walk by it every single day to go to gym class or and it's just so awesome to have it in the school now, and it's alive, and it's celebrated, and it's truly an honor to have those plaques up.
PAT
so.
is good, so it's 55-0 Middies with 5:36 and counting on the fourth quarter clock.
Awesome.
So I do have a question.
Sure.
So Matt Daney, obviously, is the current Dragon High School wrestling coach. I'm going to ask a question. Is his father a member of the Dragon High School Hall of Fame?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. There's quite a few members, and I don't have every single one memorized, but I'm not sure.
Well, see, because my question is his dad Charlie, is his grandfather Charlie Daney in? And then whether Tom, his Uncle Tommy,
Sure.
is in there.
Yep. I'm not.
Although I'm sure you'd like to have Tommy's daughters wrestling for Dragon
I
High School.
know. But it's so great to see what they're doing, at Central Catholic, and they're. Jackie was recently in the Super 32s. I believe
she
she
was.
won. Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yep. So
She
she's
is,
doing awesome. Ashley's doing great.
I think she made it to. I think she finished 4th in her weight class.
Jackie.
I think so.
Yeah. Awesome.
I think she lost in the semifinal.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, she's having an awesome career, and
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, so great. Yeah.
I know that not a Drake at Midi, but a Drake at resident, Ryan Cloutier. I know Coach Talbot would love to see him on his baseball field, but he's playing for the Central Catholic and just accepted a full scholarship from Mike Rocco at Tewksbury High School.
Yep.
Star athlete, who's the coach out at Assumption University, to play baseball for 4 years
Yep.
as a pitcher.
Yeah. Did you hear? Just one of our athletes just signed, verbally committed to play D1 lacrosse.
Brock
Brock
Damaris,
Damaris. Yep.
Jamie's youngest son.
Jamie's youngest son. Yep. So he's joining in his, he's following a little bit in his older brother's footsteps. So Andrew went on to, wrestle, and now Calvin's playing D1 lacrosse for UMass Lowell.
He is.
And so,
I'm a Riverhawk myself.
yeah. And now Brock just verbally committed to
Rutgers University.
Right. So in the Big Ten, he's super excited about that.
Yep.
We have 2 of our track athletes that are looking to sign on with UMass Lowell, both seniors. So
Gary Gardner will be happy to have them.
yeah. So and they'll make a contribution for sure. They're doing outstanding. So we're hoping to get those letters for those seniors. We're hoping to have an NLI day for them. In the next, it's on the 11th, but we're hoping, to have it all complete so we can have that signing for them.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that when I saw the post, and I forget whether it was Drake at High School's post, Drake, maybe it was your post on SDHS Athletics.
Yep.
I did check out the Rutgers lacrosse program.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the sole Massachusetts resident on the Rutgers team, and one of only 2 on Rutgers' entire roster from New England.
Oh, good.
Because there's one current player, but by the time he gets there, I believe that person will have graduated.
Sure.
So
Oh, that's awesome.
Good for him, because
Good for
Rutgers is
him.
apparently a very good lacrosse program.
Yeah, it's
I
outstanding.
don't just look at the front page. I go deep.
No, it's outstanding. It's a
Yeah.
great. Yeah, we're
How long
super excited
has
for
Drake
Brock.
had lacrosse?
Say it again.
How long has Drake had a lacrosse program?
I want to say.
Wasn't it started by, or didn't Keith Stone from Chelmsford help out to start that program?
I believe that I believe that he did. Yeah.
Stoney is, Keith and I played over 30 baseball together, but Keith is a tremendous entrepreneur and supporter of athletics, because I think he went over and helped Tewksbury start their program as well, and he footed the bill for Chelmsford to start their lacrosse program.
Wow.
And his daughter, I believe, played college lacrosse somewhere.
Who's the superintendent's daughter?
No, Keith Stone's. I asked the question, did Keith Stone help Drake start their program?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you, so I thought you said the superintendent. And because
Steve.
he's a lacrosse coach from what I understand, and
Yeah.
he's definitely so he he
Hand off up the
supports
middle.
he supports all athletics, but I know
Yeah.
he's a lacrosse guy. But Keystone, I'm not familiar with. I don't know who that is, but
He's the Chelmsford High School golf coach now,
okay.
but he coached, I thought he coached here the first year we had lacrosse. Drake had lacrosse.
He
I
could
know he
have.
coached at Tewksbury and helped out footed the bill in a lot of cases with some other people over, include Sal Lapoli over in Chelmsford.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And nice defense there by the Middies, number 22, Israel de Jesus.
Oh, well, I got to wrap it up. Just 'cause
I know,
we
you
have a
gotta get to
minute left.
work.
But yeah, again, if people want tickets to the Lettermans to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, let us know. Like I said, they're available. Check out our Facebook page, DHS Middies Athletics, for all that information.
He throws it deep across the middle. Oh!
Oh, good job.
Touchdown! Number 15.
Thank you.
Greg Rosenkrantz. Thank you, Paula. We appreciate that commentary from Paula Jossi. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want those tickets to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, don't forget to pick them up now. Four Oaks needs to know beforehand how many guests they're going to have. And so the shutout is gone with inside of 30 seconds to go in the game. And the kick is up, and it's blocked by the Middies.
Is blocked.
They're going to let it bounce. They're just going to down it. Number 77,
14 seconds to count to go in the fourth quarter.
Vincent Byrne. Vincent Byrne downs the ball, and that's the game. So the Middies get their first victory of the season, 55-6 against the Boston Wet Wolfpack. Thank you for joining us here on Channel 22, DrakeItTV.org, and Facebook Live, Drake It Access Television, as your Drake It Middies get their first victory of the season, 55-6. Thank you, drive safely, and have a warm winter. We'll see you again on Drake It Access Television.